This story is about a girl whose boyfriend is kidnapped by the military. Now, what all difficulties does she have to go through to save her boyfriend, and what all things are the military going to do with this girl? We will see this in today's video. The movie starts in 1973 when the Civil War was going on in Chile. The American government wanted to remove Chile's President Salvat because he was a communist. But the people of Chile liked Salvat very much, so they came out on the streets to protest in his support. There was a terrible atmosphere of protest and riots in the whole of Chile. After this, we see a German air hostess named Lena who comes out of the airport with her pilot and colleague. Then she sees her boyfriend Daniel, who was supporting the president along with the people of Chile. Both of them are very happy to see each other. After that, Daniel takes Lena to his home. There were many posters of the president in Lena's house. Actually, Daniel was helping the people of Chile by making posters of the president. Here we come to know that both of them are from Germany, but they were living their life very well in Chile. Till now everything was going well, but the next day Daniel gets a call from someone, after listening to which Daniel gets very tensed. On the call he is told that the military is arresting the protesters and taking them away. Scared by this, Daniel immediately leaves the house with Lena. Actually, Daniel had come here from Germany in search of a job. When both of them are going towards the airport, then they notice some military soldiers who are arresting people. Daniel is secretly clicking photos of all these things. Actually, he wanted to tell the world about the situation here, then a soldier notices him and he is also arrested. All the people are made to stand in a line where an unknown man was helping the military by recognizing the protesters. Daniel was also the lead speaker of the protesters, so the military arrests him as well. All those who protested against the US government are taken away in an ambulance and the rest are left. On coming out of the stadium, Lena meets many people whose relatives were taken away by the military. After that, Lena goes to the protest members who had gone underground to escape the military. She requests them to save Daniel, but no one is ready to support her because Daniel was being taken to a place called Colonia from where no one has returned till date. No one had the courage to raise voice against the American government. So Lena herself goes to Colonia disguised as a nun so that she can save her boyfriend. On reaching there, his body is found. She meets a head sister named Gisela who takes her to the leader Paul. When Paul sees Lena, his intentions get spoiled after seeing her beauty. He cannot believe that such a beautiful girl is still single. When he asks her about this, Lena tells him that she wants to live for God and she is not interested in the worldly pleasures. But Paul does not believe her words at all. Seeing Lena's beauty, the animal inside Paul wakes up. Lena was also ready to go to any extent to save her boyfriend, so she had to get intimate with Paul even though she did not want to. Paul is very happy with this and gets Lena admitted there. Seeing the colony, Lena realizes that something is definitely wrong here. The colony was not exactly the same from the inside as it looked from the outside. Lena feels that there are definitely some deep secrets hidden here, but she has no idea about these things. It doesn't matter. Her only wish was to save Daniel. On the other side we see Daniel being tortured badly by the military. Actually, they wanted to extract the names of the members who were protesting from him. Daniel is tortured so badly that his brain stops working. So he is admitted in the hospital. There Lena becomes friends with a sister named Doro, who tells her that here men, children and women are kept separately. When a special guest comes, everyone is gathered and paraded. At that time everyone can see each other, but cannot meet. Lena asks her when this mixed parade is going to happen. Doro says that she doesn't know, but the last parade happened 3 years ago. Then in the next scene we see Lena and the other sisters working in the dump where head sister Gisela is, keeping an eye on everyone and working hard for a long time. Because of this, Lena gets dizzy and falls down, but instead of giving her water, Gisela hits her. On the other hand, Daniel is discharged from the hospital and taken back to the colony. Due to his mental condition not being good, he is made to do light work. He tells everyone his name is Hans. Here it is revealed that Daniel is pretending to be crazy on purpose so that he can find a way out of the colony. Gisela notices Lena and Doro's friendship. Then one day she asks Lena about Doro and Dieter's relationship. Now Lena comes to know how big a scandal is going to happen because of this when Gisela takes Doro out of her room at midnight and takes her to the hospital. Lena follows her and reaches outside the door of a room. There are many men sitting in that room who have been brainwashed, and Daniel is also among these men. Dora is brought and made to sit in front of all these men. Then that old man named Paul comes and tells those men that a demon has taken over Dora's body, that is why she wants to get married. All the men sitting there find Paul's words absolutely correct because everyone felt that Paul has a direct connection with God. Then Paul calls the daughter to Dora, but the director is unable to do anything because he did not have anything in his hand. After that, all the men present there together start wetting Dora's pants. Lena is also quietly watching all this outside the room, then a man's eyes fall on her, due to which she gets scared and immediately runs to her room and quietly sleeps. Then the next day Lena is called by a man named Russell. It is revealed from a sister that Dora was beaten so badly that he is now admitted in the hospital. Now Lena also sees only one way to meet Daniel, which was the mass gathering. Now she also had to do something similar so that she too is taken in front of those men like Dora. Lena succeeds in her plan when she is caught bathing in the river without clothes. Now according to the rules, she is taken in front of those men to escape Devon from her body too. But Daniel was nowhere to be seen among the men sitting there because he was busy finding a way out of the colony. Meanwhile, when Mirth sitting in the room is about to torture Lena, suddenly an alarm goes off. Actually, Daniel had touched an electric wire while running away from the colony, and due to the shock, he faints there. The military men pick him up and take him away but do not do anything because in their eyes he is the most dangerous. There was a madman. Then the next day there is a mixed parade in which Lena and Daniel see each other. Lena gestures him to meet her in the potato shed where she used to peel potatoes at night. When Daniel goes there, he sees a tunnel under the potatoes. When he goes inside, he sees the same room where he was tortured. Girls were also brought to this tunnel and tortured, about which the outside world had no idea. Also, guns and poisonous gas were made inside the tunnel. Here Daniel clicks a lot of photos with a digital camera. He had stolen this camera from his mechanical job site. When Daniel shows the photos to Lena, Lena is not happy at all because both of them are stuck here today because of clicking photos. Daniel tells Lena that we can get out only through the tunnel and we have to run away from here tonight itself because the military people will come to me soon. But they're going to test the poisonous gas. Then Russell comes there with Gisela to peel potatoes, and Ursula did not bring a knife, so Gisela goes to get the knife. Russell asks Lena about her boyfriend Daniel. Hearing this, Lena is surprised. She does not understand how Rosal came to know about Daniel. Then Rosal tells her that you had hidden your and Daniel's photo in the cross. I had seen it. She also tells that Gisela is her mother. Meanwhile, Gisela comes there with a knife. She asks Lena to leave from there. Then Gisela gets hold of the photo of the tunnel which Daniel had clicked. Now Lena is taken to that old Paul. Before Paul can torture Lena, Daniel comes there and tells Paul that this photo is mine. When Paul asks him from where did you get the photo, then Daniel pretends to be crazy. He traps his own boss and says that he got this photo from his boss's file, so Lena is released. Now when Gisela was taking Lena to her room, Lena hits her with a stick and knocks her unconscious and runs away with Daniel. Lena wanted to take Russell with her because she was pregnant. Suddenly an alarm starts ringing and the entire military starts looking for Lena, Daniel, and Russell. Meanwhile, these three reach a forest through a tunnel. Russell dies after hitting a weapon in the forest. After that, both of them move ahead, escaping, and quickly reach the German embassy in Chile. Here they also get new German passports. Daniel tells the embassy officer about the illegal activities going on in the colony and also shows the photos he had clicked from Chile. There was no free flight to Germany, so Lena calls her crew captain Roman, who was a very good friend of Lena and was the captain of the next flight from Chile to Germany. He makes seats available for both of them. Now the ambassador himself goes to the airport to drop them, but instead of the main entrance of the airport, he takes them to a room through a back entrance. When Lena asks, the ambassador says that all this is for your safety. Lena doubts the ambassador because she was told that the flight is still late, but the takeoff time of the flight had already passed. Lena remembers that she has worked for a long time with this flight as a flight attendant. Then Lena sees the ambassador meeting Paul from the window and she understands that they have all met. Now before Paul catches them and takes them away, they have to go to the airport. Both of them jump out of the window and run towards the flight going to Germany. Roman sees them coming and both of them quickly enter the plane. Before Paul and the ambassador enter the plane, Roman makes them close the door. Actually, Paul did not want Lena and Daniel to go out of the plane because if they tell everyone about the illegal activities going on in the colony, then Paul and his friends will get into trouble. Now Paul uses his power to cancel the flight, but to save Lena and Daniel, Roman flies the plane towards Germany without permission, and with this scene, this wonderful movie Colony ends.